Escolta Street slept, a graveyard of dreams. Dust and shadows clung to faded grandeur. Above, a lone neon sign flickered. Lucky Star Karaoke, its promise as empty as the street itself. Mang, hunched over his pancit cart, felt the chill. Past midnight, the witching hour, when the past crawled from the cracks in the pavement, his cart, a beacon of warmth in the cold night, offered little comfort. He knew the stories, whispered tales of the White Lady, a restless spirit haunting the street. He dismissed them as old wives' tales. The night deepened. Shadows stretched and twisted. The wind moaned through the empty buildings, carrying with it a low, mournful hum. Mang stirred his noodles, the rhythmic clinking of his ladle the only sound against the silence. But something felt different tonight. The air hung heavy, thick with unshed tears and unspoken words. A sudden chill prickled his skin. He looked up, his heart pounding against his ribs. A figure stood at the edge of the light cast by the Lucky Star Karaoke sign, a woman, dressed in white. He blinked, his eyes watering in the sudden glare of the flickering neon. The figure was gone, just a trick of the light, he told himself. But the hairs on the back of his neck stood on end. The night held its breath. The silence was broken only by the distant barking of a dog. Mang's hand trembled as he ladled out a portion of noodles for a stray cat, his usual companion. Then he saw her again, the woman in white, this time closer. She floated towards him, her feet not seeming to touch the ground. Her face was hidden behind a veil of long black hair. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through Mang. He wanted to cry out, to run, but his voice died in his throat. He was rooted to the spot, his eyes fixed on the approaching figure. She stopped in front of his cart, her head tilted slightly as if studying him. The air grew colder, and Mang could smell the faint scent of jasmine and something else. Something ancient and unsettling. The woman raised her head, and for the briefest of moments, the veil of her hair shifted. Mang gasped. He knew that face, the delicate features, the sad eyes. It was a face from a long-forgotten photograph. Before he could speak, before he could even draw breath, she was gone, vanished like a wisp of smoke on the wind. The neon sign above sputtered and died, plunging the street into darkness. Mang sat there for a long time, the silence pressing on. The past, he realized, was not dead. It was not even past. It lingered in the shadows, a haunting echo of what once was. He packed up his car, his hands moving on autopilot. As he turned to leave, he thought he saw a flicker of white at the edge of his vision, but when he turned his head, there was nothing there. Just the empty street, the silent buildings, and the lingering scent of jasmine.